I'm Wars Over Ego, and if you're new here, we break down the squared circle of professional wrestling one insight at a time. Today's historical black wrestler of the day is Ernie Ladd. Ernie Ladd is one of those figures in pro wrestling whose importance runs way deeper than winning titles or even star power. He wasn't just a big man who drew money. He helped change what wrestling looked like, but it sounded like Ernie Ladd is a straight-up pioneer whose fingerprints are all over modern wrestling, even if his name doesn't always get mentioned first. Ernest Ladd was born in 1938 in Texas, right in the middle of Jim Crow South. That matters because everything he's accomplished happened in the system that was not built for black men to succeed. Before wrestling, Ladd was already a standout athlete. He had played defensive tackle in the NFL for the Chargers, Oilers, Chiefs, and even the Bills. He only understood what they had physically. But Ernie Ladd's real revolution came from how he carried himself, not how big he was, not because of his size, because of how he redefined an entire industry. In the 1960s, black wrestlers were usually boxed into one of two lanes, novelty babyfaces or cowardly cartoonist heels. Ladd shattered that mold. He wasn't loud just to be loud. He wasn't dancing, joking, or playing into the stereotypes. He was arrogant, intelligent, dismissive, and deeply threatening. Ernie Ladd talked down to his opponents in the audience like he was smarter than everyone else in the building. His promos weren't rushed or shouty. Slow, deliberate, and cutting. He made you feel small. That was revolutionary at a time when black wrestlers were rarely allowed to be presented as intellectually superior villains. You can draw a straight line from Ernie Ladd to later great talkers like Harley Face, Jake Roberts, Ron Simmons, Booker T, and even modern heels who weaponize arrogance rather than value. In-ring, Ladd completely changed expectations for big men. Before him, giants were often immobile attractions. Come in, throw a few punches, do a big slam, leave. Ladd worked, he bumped, he sold. He knew how to stretch a match, how to look. He knew how to stretch a match, how to milk. He had to make smaller baby faces look heroic without ever giving up his own menace. He could wrestle technical matches, brawl when necessary, and most importantly, control a crowd. That understanding of ring psychology is something modern wrestling still leans on heavily. If you love today's big men who can actually wrestle, not just look impressive, Ernie Ladd helped lay that foundation. During the territory era, Ernie Ladd was money everywhere. Mid-South, Florida, Georgia, Texas, the Carolinas. Promoters trusted him because he could anchor a card, elevate champions, and legitimize feuds. He didn't need to be world champion everywhere. His presence alone made titles feel more important. He famously feuded with top stars like Dusty Rhodes, Wahoo McDaniel, and Andre the Giant even. He helped shape Andre's early presentation in the U.S. Their matches weren't just spectacles. They were carefully structured battles between titans that taught American audiences how to emotionally invest in giants. That mentorship role was a quiet but massive part of Ladd's legacy, and refused to be portrayed as lesser was powerful. Even when he was a heel, he presented strength, autonomy, and authority, things black performers were rarely allowed to embody on that stage. It was a symbol of resistance, whether explicitly or not. At a time when America was dealing with civil rights upheaval, seeing a black